What's up, you guys? It's me again. Today's topic is about, obviously, Sunday, Super Bowl, 49ers versus the Ravens. Good team, great team, awesome game. For you guys who don't like football, they're just to watch the commercials. They should be great as well. I like commercials, I like the game. you know. Oh, anyways, whatever. Who will win? Tough question. Because both teams are great teams. You saw the Niners losing in the beginning against the Falcons in second half. A whole different story. I don't know what happened. Falcons loafed big time. They had to win, but they couldn't continue playing as well as the first half, and that's why when 49ers saw openings, gaps, touchdowns, and that's how the Falcons lost. They just gave up at the end, but we have also the Ravens. They won against the Patriots. Tough team, but they won it. And right now is the Bro Bowl. Brother versus brother. You'll see who's the best coach in the season. Good Fanta. Anyways, you might be saying why I'm cheering or rooting for the Ravens. Well, we could see the Ravens winning because they got a great defensive team. 49ers, they're good as well. But the reason I'm saying the Niners will lose and the Ravens will win is because Bruce Miller is the lead blocker for Gore. But we have Ellerbe. Ellerbe will punish Bruce Miller. I hope he does. Because if Ellerbe beats Bruce Miller, because Bruce Miller, he's not a great lead blocker. So Ellerbe beats Bruce Miller. Then you had Ed Reed or Pollard, who gonna have a lot of hits, a lot of tackles, and the line of scrimmage. And that's one way the 49ers will lose the game. If Ellerbe stops Bruce Miller, which I know he will, and Ed Reed will tackle Gore or Pollard, or gonna have a lot of tackles that game in the line of scrimmage. But you might say, okay, let's say the 49ers, can't do anything in the run, and Baltimore stopped the run. They have Kaepernick. He could throw, he could run. He got a great offensive team. I'm like, yes, I agree with you there. But that's where we come up with Suggs. Suggs is a good defensive player, The only thing he needs to do is to stay focused and make sure to not take the bait, See what's the real play. Because if Suggs doesn't stay focused on Kaepernick, there's be no pressure on the quarterback. So Suggs needs to stop Kaepernick. He must not take the bait on the play action fakes or lose contentment on the pistol offense. You could see the Baltimore Ravens play well against the Redskins on that pistol offense. But this is the 49ers, They have something different going on. But Suggs needs to stop Kaepernick. And if Suggs stops Kaepernick, and if Suggs stops Kaepernick, there's only gonna be a passing game, and Ravens will win. It's gonna be a great game, I'm telling you. Enough with the defensive team on the Ravens. Ravens have a great team. Like I said, they could do anything. They just need to stay focused on the game. But offensively wise, why you might think Ravens might win. Okay, they probably have a great defense, but about offense, San Francisco got a great defense as well. Yeah, I agree with you. But Joe Flacco, you can see the last 3 playoffs games, he had ratings lower than 106. He's been playing great. He's been hot. He's been on fire. But by the way, y'all know I'm not a Ravens fan or any other or 49er fan. Just making sure. I'm a Redskins fan all the way. But right now I'm rooting because, there's only teams to root for. And obviously I live in Maryland. Let's support the home team. But I'm just giving you the reasons why Ravens might win and have the win on Sunday. Okay, Joe Flacco have been playing really good against teams in the playoffs, which he must beat the Niners safeties. Winner sucks in pass coverage, and Joe Flacco could throw it deep. You could beat them by throwing it deep. One weapon that Joe Flacco likes to use going deep is Torrey Smith. That dude has speed. That dude could run. That dude could leave you smelling this dirt, But safeties have to do something against that guy. He could run. He could catch the ball, and that's where the 49ers might be focusing on right now on the game. They got Torrey Smith. They got Baldwin. You have to focus. They're gonna be focused on the wide receivers while they're going deep. When Joe Flacco sees that, he just throws to the tight ends for field advantage. Closer and closer and closer. Which the safeties might be all over there, covering the other receivers, Baldwin or Torrey Smith or some other guy. That's where Joe Flacco will be throwing it to the tight ends right there for more field advantage. He doesn't need to be rushing. He got a 4-quarter game. Little by little, they could win the game. And yeah, that's one way Joe Flacco could do. So the safeties will be guessing what plays will be going on. Is it going to be deep, or is it going to go through the tight ends, or yeah. So they're going to be guessing all game long unless they end up doing something awesome that 49ers might win the game. But that's where Joe Flacco will be doing good at. And don't forget Baldwin. He's a great catcher. You have Carlos Rogers. He had a good year as well. But we have to see what happens. But like I said, Baldwin has strong hands. He has solid route running. And Flacco has to throw the ball where it's supposed to be. And Baldwin will be there and catch it. He's a great catcher. And that will be more field advantage. And if that happens, the Niners will lose the game right there. And then Ravens win. And for special teams, Jacoby Jones, that dude has... he's Jacoby Jones versus special teams right there. If he takes a lot of field, he takes some advantage of bad defensive special teams, the offensive team will have a short field position and they will win. Jacoby Jones, he's a great runner. So special teams needs to stop that guy, which it's a lot of work the 49ers needs to do. Like I can see, and you guys can see. That's a lot of work they have to do. 49ers needs to focus on, let's say, on defense. Joe Flacco, okay, yeah. But they have Baldwin, they have Smith, they got Ray Rice. But Ray Rice doesn't even have to have a huge game. It's not gonna be a running game for the Ravens, but it could go either way. Running game or passing game, they could win both ways. He doesn't need a huge run game. But Joe Flacco could, do play actions and, pass it to Torrey Smith and um in this and they use play action, and the defensive is gonna be confused as well. They'll be covering tight ends. They don't know if they're gonna throw it to Smith all too deep. If they could get juked either way. It could be a running game, tight end, a short pass, or a long deep throw. But that's where you don't even need like I said, you don't even need the elite Flacco. It's a regular game right there for the Ravens. It's a tough game, yes. I could say you could see that it's a tough game. 49ers is a great team, but the 49ers, the only way they could win is if Suggs doesn't commit, doesn't do anything against Kaepernick, get beat by Kaepernick, it's game over, or Mike Upati destroys Terrence Cody, which allows Gore to run, game over there, and in the defensive, make Flacco run in the pocket. We all know Joe Flacco sucks when he's under pressure, which is not going to be a great thing to do. They're going to be interceptions, sacks, fumbles, or whatever. And Willis, Navarro could stop Ray Rice. But we have to see what happens, It's Super Bowl. Everybody's playing. People are motivated in some way. For example, Baltimore Ravens, which I think they're more motivated and more chance to win the game. But they have to bring their A game. So we shall see Sunday night. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.